from there, I probably don't have to continue the story because we were sitting in a Chipotle and watching that make line, and we knew that pizza's cooked in a minute or two, and we just thought, that's a perfect application. You know, this was, for us, an aha moment. We're just sitting there going, this would be great for pizza. And when you're entrepreneurs and you start businesses, sometimes an aha moment will take you, and when it does, you just have to give into it, and that's what we did with Blaze. So it was since last summer, we've had our heads down and have been very focused on trying to bring this whole notion of pizza to fast casual. And so a big change for us, or an evolution of the concept was, well, let me back up and say, you may be familiar with Wetzel's Pretzels, because Rick and his business partner Bill founded Wetzel's about 20 years ago, and so here we got married, and they opened the first store in Redondo Beach. And from that first store, they opened up another and another, and here it is 20 years later, and there are 250, maybe 300 stores across the country and internationally. So pretzels have been very good to us, and these guys have learned an awful lot about dough through that time, and how to run stores. But we knew as we were creating Blaze that we were going to need a whole new level of culinary expertise. If we wanted this place, this concept to deliver the way we imagined, we needed to find a first-rate culinary partner. And so that's what we have found in Brad Kent. So for those of you who are familiar with Brad, he has an amazing background. He is part food scientist, part CIA trained chef, and he has over 20 years of an obsession with dough. And so that is how we have come to call him the Pizza Whisperer, because he really, it speaks to him. And Brad has a restaurant that he founded and is in, it's called Olio Pizzeria. Fabulous spot, and it is rated the #2 Zagat Pizza in Los Angeles, right behind Monza. No small feat, because there are an awful lot of pizza places in LA. Have any of you had the opportunity? I know we're not in LA, so I don't know if you've had the chance to go to Olio, but it's just genius what he does with the crust. So we are very, very excited to have Brad on board. Not to mention the fact that he's a really great guy and fun to work with, and so the three of us have had a lot of fun on this venture. So that's a brief background, and I wanted to turn it over, or just as a quick run of events for you, we're going to talk a little bit more with you. And there's a card there that will show you the rest of the activities. After Rick is done speaking to you, we're going to ask you each to come up. We're going to do half the room, the other half the room. Come up and co-create your own pizza. And don't fill up on it, though. We've got lots of boxes for you to bring it home, because we would like to serve you our signature pizzas that Brad has worked on. We want you to have some room to taste those as well. So please, we want you to start with the true customer experience, co-create your pizza, and then nibble on it and save some room, because we're going to bring you some salads and lots of other pizzas to try. And there's also some more pies on the table for dessert, little bags if you're too full to eat, you can take them home. So with that said, let me introduce you to my husband Rick, who's going to talk a little bit about the food, the design, and our culture here at Blaze.
Thank you. Actually, I'm just going to wing it for a second. I'm sandwiched in between Elise and Brad. And as Elise said, I'm the founder of Wetzel's, along with my partner, Wetzel's Pretzels. And I had the grand distinction of being married to Elise, who, by the way, had the idea to do pretzels, and then turned it over to me, the executioner, and said, here, go do this. And so 18 years later, that's where we are. And when she had the idea last year to do the pizza, and it really came out of her as well, I said, okay, but this time you're going with me. So we're going together. But, to go out and embark on this, and by the way, they say be brief and be humble, so I'll try to be both, but very humbly. When we went out on this and embarked on this, we said we wanted to be something that our friends we would be very proud to have our friends walk into and eat at. So that was sort of our bar, that it had to be really high and very, very good quality and a very cool ambiance. And so that's what we've tried to create here with Blaze. And so I'm supposed to talk a little bit about the food, but it is a tightly focused menu. It's pizzas and salads and then stuff to drink, and we've got s'mores because you ought to have a dessert. But if you just look at the culinary aspect of it, I think that, and hopefully we've done a good job of delivering a really artisan quality meal in a fast casual environment. And when I just sat back and watched Brad over the last 6 or 8 months go through the selection process of olive oils, for example, where he cut 20 different olive oils before he would agree accept one. The store has 2 different sea salts in it. We've got everything from Perlini mozzarella, which was made fresh yesterday. It comes in fresh on the produce truck every day. Gorgonzola cheese, Colorado olives. We've got fresh basil and fresh arugula that goes on the pizzas at the other end, as well as all the traditional things like onions and pepperoni and sausage. Everything is made fresh in-house. All the sauces, all the dressings, all the dough is all made fresh. So our employees cook. So we're very proud of that, and we plan on rolling this concept out. We're going to build a lot of stores, we hope, if we're lucky, and hopefully we can take this to a lot of places. But we want every store to be a store where they cook and where they create and where they serve very, very high quality pizzas and salads at really, really good prices. So that's very important to me. I'm a real value guy. Hopefully the pizzas that you see today, you'll say, wow, that's a $12 pizza or that's a $14 pizza. But as you can see from the menu board, there's $6.85. Because it's fast casual, you don't tip. Our goal is for you to be able to come in here and get a pizza and a drink, and with tax and everything, get out of here for under $10. So that's kind of the goal. The design, we used an architect. She's not here tonight because she's in Europe, but Anna Hinton from Mass Architecture, and she's a fabulous boutique. Has a fabulous boutique firm. She has done a lot of restaurants up in LA, Luke Sean, Take Bow, Intelligentsia coffee stores, all with really cool, sensible designs. And I love the work we love the work that she did. She helped us put all this together. So we're proud of what she did there. And then just finally the culture. And you look at these kids and the crew that we have working here, and we wanted to create a place where we would want to work. And we want it to be a great place and that they enjoy where they work here. And I was just giving one some grief for not wearing his hat backwards. So we encourage that. We encourage through all the marketing and everything we do to be yourself, to cause a scene every day, to not follow the rules, and we try to somewhat do that with our concept. So anyway, I hope that you like this. Again, you're our friends tonight. I hope that you'll one day look back on this and go, wow, we were there on the first night. I hope we can really turn this into something together. We're real proud of it. And whatever we don't have right, we're going to work on to make it right. But we're going to try very hard at it. So with that, I'll give it back to Elise.
Are you guys hungry?